If you've always wanted to try the Chanel Water Fresh Complexion or the Rose Ink Skin Enhanced Tinted Serum or even the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Skin Perfector Essence, this one right here, I've got news for you. Our very own Indian brand Lamior has launched their version of all of those 3 products. I've got it right here with me. I asked you guys on my Insta, on my YouTube community post if you want me to try this out, and most of you said yes, and of course I was also very keen on trying this out, so I immediately added to cart on their own website, and in 2 days I had the package with me. So this is the Lamior Glow Burst Encapsulated Foundation. It says ceramides, noni, cloudberry. We'll read more about that, and I have this in the shade medium. I think I paid 1099 or 1199. There was some discount for my first purchase, so yes, let's get started. Now, in case you guys are not aware of the other 3 products that I talked about from the Western market, then the concept is that it's supposed to be the most natural skin-like finish that you can ever get from your foundations or any base product for that matter. It's really supposed to be undetectable on the skin, adding some amount of coverage but adding lots and lots of healthy glow. Will this product also give us all of that? Let's find out. I've got this pamphlet with my packaging. It says Lamior introducing India's first of its kind Glow Burst Encapsulated Foundation, encapsulated pigment micro droplets suspended in ultra hydrating skin care base. So the base is supposed to be skincare, and then on the back side we have some claims. So it says improves skin instantly plus over time, complexion looks even, refreshed and more youthful, gives a bare skin radiant glow effect. Yes, that's exactly what this is supposed to give. At least that's my idea from all the first ones that launched in the Western market. Here is the carton packaging. Looks quite nice and premium, and the package came in 2 days. You guys ordered this from the official website, so I'm really happy with the delivery time. Let's see. There we go. This is how the product looks like. You can see the encapsulated foundation. I bought this in the shade medium. Looking at it, it might be a little bit dark, but I'm not sure how this will transform on the skin once I start to rub it into my skin, you know. Okay, let's get started. I need a mirror. That's how it's looking like. Okay, it's not like a regular foundation, but I also expected to see the capsules, but that's not the case. You can see. Anyways, let's just put this on my skin. I think I applied too much. I'm having difficulty blending this out. By the way guys, I don't have any primer or anything underneath. Okay, I've been sitting here blending this into my skin for some time now, but it's still not completely absorbed. I think I applied too much. Okay, that is my learning. Definitely the next time around on this side I will start with little product. I see some pilling happening on my chin, especially of the pigment. The base has absorbed into the skin, but at the same time, do you see a difference? Coverage wise, I really do not see any difference. Like, coverage is barely there, you guys. Okay, alright, so that's that. The only difference right now is that this side looks more glowy and healthy. But you know what? Let's not lose hope. I'm gonna give this a quick shake because I feel like there's more water that came out in the first pump. I think I'm supposed to shake it. So let's do that. Should I try with a brush this time? I'm not sure. Let's do another side. You see it's coming out like this very thin liquidy base. I'm starting off with less product this time. Let's use a brush this time. I'm using Verified 05. I am so confused. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. When I'm doing this, you can see the coverage, you can see the pigment, but then once you blend this out, it really is giving nothing, no coverage at all. So you see there's pigment, right? And then once you blend it, By the way, this is happening with brush and finger, so there's no difference there. Application wise, I think I prefer brush because I don't see any pilling happening on the brush side, whereas here on the side where I used my fingers, I see the pigment like sitting on top of my skin in certain areas, which is not a good look. So realistically speaking, this is the kind of coverage you would get with one even layer. I am going to try and build this up on my right side of my cheek because I think this side, I don't know, maybe it's because I blended with my finger, I really don't see any coverage. So first I'm using my finger to like burst open those capsules, and then I'll go ahead with my brush. So this is how it's going to look like with 2 layers on. I don't think it's buildable. Let's see how this performs if I add some coverage with my concealer. Maybe then it might look quite nice. Okay, I think it's not bad at all. With some added coverage from my concealer, my base looks quite nice actually. I still wish I had some more coverage on my forehead because of this uneven tan. I don't like the look of it. But if I just like ignored this portion, I think this still looks quite nice. And I have to say, now that it's sitting on my skin for more than 5 minutes, it's so undetectable on the skin. It has this very soft focus, almost blurring finish on the skin. The skin looks really smooth and nice, almost like I've done like really good skin prep, but I really have not. I've just done my skincare. I'm quite impressed with how it's looking like on the skin. It's giving very beautiful no makeup kind of a look, but in the best way possible. Like, it's so undetectable on the skin. It's super smooth. There's no bumpiness, there's no texture that is emphasized, even though I have quite a bit of texture on my nose, some texture over here, but nothing is emphasized. It's also feeling nice on the skin. It's not really tacky. I imagined that it would feel a little heavy because as I was blending it, it felt very skincare-y and what should be the right word, but very emollient, if that makes sense. But now that it has settled into the skin, it feels very comfortable. I mean, if I just do a light dusting of powder, whatever tackiness is left right now might also just disappear, but I don't want to powder because I'm quite happy with the finish that it is giving right now. Let me zoom in so you can see. Alright you guys, there's no need for this video to be 20,000 years long, so let me wrap up my thoughts on this foundation. Application wise, I think the best way to apply this would be to take some on the back of your hand, really like rub it or give it a nice massage on the skin, and then use a brush of your choice. So that's on application. Coverage wise, you guys saw there's very little coverage, almost negligible, but at the same time I think the magic of this product lies in how beautiful it sits on the skin. I mean, so many foundations like bunch up or crease or settle on the crevices of my nose, but not this one. Even though my nose is very bumpy right now, I've not taken care of my skin in the last 2-3 days, but even then this is sitting so beautifully on the skin. Like, you can, even if you're up close and personal, you can barely tell that I've used something which has pigment in it. I can see nothing. It's almost invisible. It's very comfortable. It's not tacky, it's just hydrating enough. Like, if you're dry skin, I think you would really like this because I love how it's feeling on the skin, especially right now because my skin is so dry. Doesn't matter how much skincare I'm doing, in every 2 to 3 hours my skin is drying down and I'm feeling parched on certain areas. So on those days, if I'm looking for a base product which is also hydrating, this might be a really good option for me. and hydrating. Like I understand why they're calling it like makeup plus skincare, because this really feels like it on the skin. So like I said earlier, the magic in this product is how it's going to feel and look on the skin, and not the coverage really. So if you're okay with adding a little coverage here and there with your concealer or some other base product, I think this might be a good option for you. If you're looking for something which is very skin like top tier skin like foundation, then this is a really good option. I know all of us have at this point have got some or the other base product which has good coverage in it. Affordable has great options, high end of course has great options. So if you've already got those and you're looking for something which is just absolutely undetectable on the skin, then this is really good. And now I'm convinced that this claim is absolutely true. Gives a bare skin radiant glow effect. Exactly how I feel and exactly how it looks on the skin. I know I'll get questions asked on the lasting power of this, but I have two things on that. Firstly, the coverage is so minimal that I'll have difficulty noticing if this is lasting or not. And secondly, the weather right now in Bangalore is so cold, it's so chilly here. We are really wearing sweaters most days, so I'm not gonna sweat, and hence I think this should last me all day. But maybe if I end up testing this on a different hot humid climate or a different day in Bangalore when it's not this cold, then of course I'll update you guys in some other video. But that's all for now. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, then please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell notification right next to it. You can follow me on Instagram right over here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.